My onan 5500 will run for approx 15 minutes, then shut off without throwing a fault code. After cooling down, it will restart, run for about 10 minutes and shut off after surging a few times. Then I get a fault code 36. I have changed oil filter, air filter and actually pulled the fuel line off of the carb and checked to see if the fuel pump pumped fuel. It did. I am at a loss now.
Hello. Thank you for requesting me. There are several different versions of the job. What is the full model number of the genset, exactly as it appears on the data label?
Model number 5.5 HGJAB 1038D.
When you checked to see if the pump was working, did you test it right after the unit shut down, and the pump was still hot? Or did you test it when it was cold? It makes a difference, and the pump must be tested while hot. From what you are describing, it really sounds like a bad fuel pump.
I checked it after it had cooled down. I was wondering about that. I will go test it again hot right after it has shut itself off. While I'm doing that, if the pump does not in fact pump fuel out when hot, does that pretty much mean that it's a bad fuel pump? I've read that there's a high oil pressure switch that can turn off the generator. Is there any other device that would tell the fuel pump not to run, or can I pretty much say that it's a faulty fuel pump? I started the generator again, but it was running poorly. I noticed fuel leaking out of the fuel filter next to the carb. I must have ruined it when I unscrewed it. I'm going to have to buy a new fuel filter tomorrow just to be able to test the fuel pump. I will probably go ahead and buy a fuel pump at the same time and take it back if I don't need it.
If the pump is not pumping when it is hot, the pump is bad. This is pretty common. For the fuel filter at the carb, do not replace it. For some reason, Onan had used 2 filters on this unit. There is another filter at the pump. Onan did away with the filter at the carb, realizing that it didn't need 2 filters. Now instead of a filter at the carb, they just use a nipple.
I bought a new fuel pump and filter today and got them installed. I just bought a simple fitting instead of the second fuel filter at the carb. It's all installed and tested and it's working great now. Your help was useful and I appreciate it. Now we can go boondocking on the 4th of July weekend. Thanks, Min.
Have fun, and be safe.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.